Cost allocation decisions are some of the most important choices nonprofit leaders and board members can make. A well-thought-out cost allocation strategy ensures that your limited resources deliver maximum impact to your mission. Whether you're launching a new initiative or maintaining existing programs, allocating costs effectively can help your organization achieve financial clarity, build trust with donors, and remain sustainable. This blog will walk you through the basics of cost allocation for nonprofits, outline key strategies, and provide actionable tips to help you make decisions that align with your nonprofit's goals. If budgeting for nonprofits feels overwhelming, don't worry, this guide will help you simplify the process. What is cost allocation and why does it matter? Cost allocation is the process of distributing expenses, such as salaries, rent, utilities, and other overhead costs, across the various programs, services, or functions of your nonprofit. Essentially, it helps you determine what portion of your resources should go to each initiative. Why is this important? A solid cost allocation strategy ensures 1. Transparency. Donors, grant makers, and stakeholders want to know that their contributions are being put to good use. 1. Cost allocation helps you demonstrate exactly where funds are going. 2. Financial health. By allocating expenses accurately, you can identify areas for cost-cutting or additional investment. 3. Efficient grant reporting. Many grants require detailed records of how funds are spent. 3. Proper allocation ensures compliance and reduces the risk of audits or penalties. 4. Strategic decision-making. With a clear understanding of how costs are spread, nonprofit leaders can make smarter decisions about programming, staffing, and fundraising priorities. The challenges of cost allocation in nonprofits. Nonprofits face unique challenges when it comes to cost allocation. 1. Limited resources. Unlike for-profit organizations, nonprofits often operate on tight budgets, making allocation decisions even more critical. 2. Overlapping programs. When staff and resources are shared across multiple initiatives, it can be hard to assign costs accurately. 3. External expectations. Funders may have specific requirements for how their donations should be allocated, which adds an extra layer of complexity. Understanding these challenges is the first step toward overcoming them. With the right approach, you can turn cost allocation into a tool for success. Key strategies for effective cost allocation. Here are some tried and true strategies to make cost allocation in your nonprofit a breeze. 1. Categorize your expenses. Start by dividing your expenses into 3 main categories. 1. Direct costs. These are expenses that can be directly attributed to a specific program or function. 1. Examples include materials for a workshop or salaries of program-specific staff. 2. Indirect costs. These are shared costs that benefit multiple programs, such as rent, utilities, and IT services. 2. These are often referred to as overhead. 3. Administrative costs. These include general management expenses like executive leadership salaries or legal fees. 3. While critical to your operations, they don't tie directly to a specific program. Clearly categorizing costs will make it easier to allocate them fairly across programs. 2. Choose an allocation method. There are several ways to allocate indirect and administrative costs, but the most common methods include 1. Percentage-based allocation. Costs are divided based on the percentage of total resources a program uses. 1. For example, if program A accounts for 60% of your organization's efforts, it would bear 60% of the rent. 2. Staff time allocation. If staff split their time between multiple programs, allocate costs based on the proportion of hours worked for each initiative. 3. Space usage. For costs like rent or utilities, allocate expenses based on how much physical space each program occupies. 4. Revenue-based allocation. Assign costs based on the proportion of revenue generated by each program. Choose a method that aligns with your nonprofit's operational structure and funding requirements. 3. Leverage technology. Manually tracking and allocating costs can be time-consuming and error-prone. Consider investing in nonprofit-friendly accounting software, like QuickBooks for nonprofits or Sage Intacct, to automate the process. Many tools include features specifically designed for grant tracking and fund accounting, saving you time and headaches. 4. Create and document policies to ensure consistency. Develop a written cost allocation plan that outlines 1. The types of costs your organization incurs. 2. The methods you use to allocate indirect and administrative expenses. 3. How often you review and update your cost allocation strategy. This documentation will help maintain transparency and serve as a valuable resource during audits or grant applications. 5. Engage your team. Cost allocation isn't just a task for financial staff, it's a collaborative effort. Engage program managers, development officers, and other team members to provide input on how costs are allocated. This fosters a sense of ownership and ensures that your allocation strategy reflects the realities of your programs. 6. Monitor and adjust regularly. Your organization's needs and programs will evolve over time, and so should your cost allocation strategy. Review your allocations at least annually, or quarterly, if resources allow, to make adjustments as needed. For instance, 1. Are certain programs consistently running over budget? 2. Have there been significant changes in staffing or space usage? 3. Are you meeting funder compliance requirements? A proactive approach will keep your nonprofit agile and effective. Building trust through financial clarity. One of the biggest benefits of effective cost allocation is the trust it builds. When donors and stakeholders see that your organization is managing funds responsibly, they're more likely to offer continued support. Transparency, paired with a strong narrative about your program's impact, is key to maintaining relationships with funders. At SD Meyer, we understand the challenges nonprofits face in budgeting and cost allocation. That's why we work closely with organizations like yours to develop customized solutions that align with your mission and goals. Whether you're struggling to allocate costs for a major grant or simply want to streamline your operations, our team of advisors is here to help. Take charge of your nonprofit's budgeting. Cost allocation doesn't have to be an overwhelming task. With clear strategies, the right tools, and a collaborative team, you can make decisions that elevate your nonprofit's impact and financial health. Want to learn more about effective budgeting for nonprofits? SD Meyer offers expert guidance tailored to your organization's unique challenges. Contact us for a consultation today and take the first step toward financial clarity.